Hi, Youth Advanced students and adults. This is Master C, of course. Got another fun class for you for today. But real quick before we get into that one, I want to thank everybody for all the positive comments, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the classes. I know Master Cosby and I are having some fun making them. Now, in these videos, oftentimes during like a warm-up exercise or during one of the drills, we'll cut to like a still shot of us doing something kind of neat or maybe something kind of silly. And I was thinking yesterday that what would be a lot cooler than us being in this part of the video would be you guys being in the video. So if there's a picture that you want to use of yourself, have one of your parents, if you're a child, send that in to us with their permission to use it in the video, and that way we can include you guys. So send in cool pictures of yourselves, like doing some karate, working out during one of these videos, and I think that would be awesome, and I think it'll make our classes even better. So having said that, we're gonna do a really, really simple bow in, so just face up front. Good yet. Good. Now grab yourselves a quick sip of water because I do have a fun warm-up for you today. All right, see you back here in a second. Hope that water was delicious, guys. Now let's go over some rules for how the warm-up works. Most of you guys have done card conditioning a bunch, but if you haven't, it's really simple. So there's 4 different suits in a deck of cards. You have hearts, spades, clubs, and diamonds. Now, each of those suits will correspond to an exercise. So if we draw hearts, for example, we'll go into our horse stance and we're gonna be doing center punches. Nice, strong punches. If we do clubs, then we'll do push-ups. If we draw diamonds, we'll be doing jump squats, so nice big jumps here. And if we draw, what was the last one that I forgot to include?
Spades.
Spades. Spades would be front kicks, just alternating in place. Now, normally, if we draw like a 7, then we would do 7 of that exercise. But for today, we're gonna sub out seconds instead of numbers of repetitions. So if we draw a 5 of something, we'll do that for 5 seconds. If we draw a face card, Jack, Queen, King, then we would do that for 10 seconds. If we draw an ace, we'll be doing it for 15. So I'm gonna pick up my completely unmodified deck of cards here and draw a random card. Let's see what we get here first. Looks like the first one is Jack of Clubs. What a great start. I was so hopeful it would be push-ups, and here we are. So we'll have 10 seconds on the clock for some awesome push-ups, guys. Here we go. Awesome work with those push-ups. Let's draw another card from this totally unmessed with deck of cards here. Let's see, how about, what are the odds, guys, that we would draw clubs again? King of Clubs, 2 face cards that are clubs. 10 more seconds of push-ups coming your way. All right, next card. Let's see what we get this time. How about, best card in the deck, Ace of Diamonds. That means we have 15 seconds of jump squats coming your way, guys. Those jump squats are tough. I know they are, okay? Next card that we're gonna be drawing here, let's just do a little shuffle. Okay, perfect. There's no telling what this is gonna, okay, not too bad. Jack of Hearts. That means we have 10 seconds of punches in horse stance. Remember, guys, good fist, aiming with those first 2 knuckles, each punch hitting exactly the same spot in the air. 10 seconds on the clock. All right, you guys are hanging in there. Got a few more cards to draw. Let's see what happens with this one. Queen of spades. See, it's not too bad. They're not all push-ups, guys. It's not rigged quite that bad. So, queen of spades, that means we have 10 seconds of alternating front kicks. Be sure to focus on a proper foot position with that foot forward, toes pull back. Get that knee up nice and high on each of your loads. Here we go. Keep going, guys. You can do this. Let's see. Next card is going to be... Here, this time I'll let you choose. Let's see. What do we get? We got Jack of Diamonds. Awesome. 10 more seconds of jump squats. Here we go. It's going to be a good time. Good work again. You know what? You guys worked so hard. I think I might let you draw one more time here. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? King of spades. Here we go. That's 10 more seconds of alternating front kicks, guys, in a neutral stance. Remember to keep those hands up. Good foot position on those front kicks. Last card, guys. Last one. You're doing great. Good. We'll let you draw the final one. What do we have here? We have the Queen of Hearts. Everybody say, aww. Yeah, Queen of Hearts pretty good. So, hearts means we're doing punches in horse stance. 10 seconds on the clock. It's weird how we only seem to draw face cards. That's odd. Okay, here we go. Great job with the card conditioning, always a good one. Actually, the first time I ever saw that particular type of warm-up was at Region 8's Black Belt Camp up in Pennsylvania, and Grandmaster Bodwin was leading it. I was third degree, obviously, because I've been fourth for very long, and I was in the front row, and it was super hot that day. We're out in this grass field, and he keeps drawing these cards, and I swear it seemed like he was just looking at me only. I know, obviously, he was not. But the pressure to continue on with the card conditioning was pretty brutal. A lot of them were jump kicks instead of like jumping jacks or something like that. But it was a tough day. So anyway, let's do our quick stretch and we'll get into our main segment of our class. So go ahead and put your hands on your hips and hip circles. Catching your breath from that warm up. Good. Other way. Arm circles backwards. And forward. Back and forth across your chest. Link your hands together, trunk twist. Hands on your hips, head side to side. Looking left and right, up and down. Good, spread your feet apart. Hang it down, one hand on each foot. And I would encourage you guys, make sure you spend a few minutes every day doing a little bit of stretching. You don't have to stretch hard every day, but especially for being a little less active during this time, stretching at home can be a good way to keep some more fitness. Go both hands over to your right foot and repeat after me. Say 하나,
하나,
둘,
둘,
셋,
셋,
넷,
넷,
다섯,
다섯,
여섯,
여섯,
일곱,
일곱,
여덟,
여덟,
아홉,
아홉,
육.
쭉.
Good. I can actually, it's almost like I can hear you guys out there. Good, over to the left side. 하나,
하나,
둘,
둘,
셋,
셋,
넷,
넷,
다섯,
다섯,
여섯,
여섯,
일곱,
일곱,
여덟,
여덟,
아홉,
아홉,
열.
열.
Good job, guys. Good job. Face up here. Yet. Couldn't yet. Grab yourselves a quick sip of water. We'll come right back into our main drill. All right, guys, we're gonna get into our first main drill, which is called 3-cycle self-defense. This is one of my favorites. It gives us a lot of good review on our material. Now, if you have more specific questions about your particular highest level techniques, then we will be posting videos of those in greater detail, hopefully really soon. Now, the first cycle of this is called bully practice. The idea here is I'm just gonna be grabbing my partner from 1 up to the highest Holston Soul or grab technique that I know. So if I was a black belt, I would go 1 through 30. If I was a red belt, I'd go 1 through 18. If I was a 7th GUP, I'd be working 1 through 8, and so on. If you are a white belt or a sunshine belt, I'm inviting you guys to work on 1 and 2 for today. I think that would be great. When I first start this drill, my partner's just gonna be standing kind of at a natural posture, and I'm just gonna grab her for number 1, then number 2, number 3, 4, 5. Now, if there's a grab from behind, my partner can turn, or I can move behind my partner. That's no problem. 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Now, obviously, you would go up there as high as you wanted. For the sake of this demonstration, I just went 1 through 8, kind of covering some of the beginner ones. Now, as you get better at this, it's natural that you'll go faster and faster. The goal is not necessarily to rush the techniques, but it's okay if you're still doing good grabs to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Okay? So I'm gonna put a minute on the clock. You can work through these. Obviously, if you know 1 through 30, you're booking it. If you know 1 through 6, then you probably are gonna be able to work through that several times. I'll see you back here in just a moment. Great job with cycle 1. We're gonna move on to cycle 2 of our 3-cycle self-defense drill, which is basically standard practice, okay? Now for this one, I'm gonna give you 90 seconds on the clock. If you are an advanced student and you know a bunch of these, you'll probably need to pause the video because again, the goal is not to rush through our techniques, but to actually get some good practice in. I would recommend going through all of your stuff at least twice, right? Work 1 on each side. For everybody else, again, I'll put that 90 seconds on. You'll get to roll through it. For the sake of this video, I'm going to demonstrate quickly 1 through 8 with Master Cosby grabbing me. So shoe grab on, open, step, shoulder, chop.
All right, so that's number 1.
Number 2, open, step, low block, chamber, strike.
So white belts and sunshine belts, those are the 2 that you're going to be working on.
Number 3, shoulder grab, hands are up, loop, and torque the shoulder. Number 4, hands up, cross hand grab on the pinky, turn it over, step through for your arm bar. Number 5, belt grab, anchor, step in, pressure right underneath the elbow, pulling it towards your nose. Number 6, hands up, turn like you're going to hug, loop, anchor in nice and tight, stepping through for the arm bar. Number 7, up high, hands up again, turn, I'm going to pinch her arm with my arm and my head. Step through, create the arm bar over. Number 8, the cop grab. This hand's gonna come to the hip. If I'm struggling, I might need to step back with it. Turn, counter grab, this one's complicated. Step through for the arm bar over, and you have a little sweep. All right, 1 through 8. Again, I'll put a minute and a half on the clock, have some fun, and work hard. Awesome work, guys. Moving on to cycle 3. This is the final level for this one. We're gonna be continuing to work our techniques, but now as the defender, my eyes are going to be closed. So she's going to grab onto me. Once I close my eyes, I have to call out what technique that is. If I get it correct, then I will continue with my eyes closed, performing the technique. Okay, now there are some techniques that have the same type of grab. Like off the top of my head, like 12 and 14 come to mind. So if she grabs me with a side wrist grab, I could say either of those. I don't have to be like telepathically thinking exactly which one specifically she was thinking it was. So again, my eyes are closed. She would grab on. I would say, this is number 4. She would say, that's right. And then I would do the technique, stepping through, good arm bar. If there is a strike involved in this one, then I wouldn't strike with my eyes closed. I certainly don't want to like poke my partner in the eye. So again, I close my eyes again. She would grab on. Oh, this feels like number 3.
Yes.
Good, so I'm gonna loop, create my pressure, and I would move on, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys another minute and a half to work this one. If you want some extra reps, man, pause the video or go back and do it again. That way you can get some good practice on your wholesale sole with your eyeballs closed. Our Youth Advanced and Adult students, I want to take a few minutes to review some of our rolling and falling skills for you. Now, we will be posting videos with a little bit greater detail, but I want to give you guys a little bit of time to practice these. So I'm going to demonstrate one, break it down, and I'm gonna put about 30 seconds on the clock for you to work it out on your own. Now, some of them are quite advanced, so you would certainly need mats for like the aerial fall or the turning side fall. So I don't necessarily expect you to practice that at home since you may not have the proper materials, but I do want to demonstrate it in the video at least. Now, most things like a forward roll and a backward roll and a side break fall, maybe even a forward roll into a side break fall, these things should be able to be practiced at home if you have a carpet or like a rug or something like that. So again, I wouldn't recommend practicing these on hardwood or on tile or something like that, and just be mindful of your space. So if you're not sure, maybe practice them in slow motion for now. But again, first one, forward roll. We're really quickly gonna go through it. Starting in our kneeling position, make a triangle, put it down, tuck your chin, push with your back foot, rolling from lead shoulder to opposite hip, finishing in that kneeling position again. Okay? So I'll give you 30 seconds to work out that forward roll. Great job with forward roll. We're gonna do the same thing with backwards roll. So here we are in our kneeling position again. My back foot is gonna pivot across. You guys know, I do not wanna land with my hips in between my feet. Bad news for my knee. So I'm gonna pivot that back foot across. Whatever knee is up, that's the same side shoulder I'm gonna roll over. So my head will get out of the way. I'm gonna lay back, bring my knees together, and roll for returning to the kneeling position. Backwards roll, 30 seconds on the clock. Side break fall is next. I'd recommend starting from a squatted position. Now I'm gonna pick up one of my legs. This happens to be my right leg. So when I pick up my right leg, I'm gonna fall towards my right side. I'll slap with my right hand. My left foot should stay in contact with the floor the entire time. So I'm gonna pick that leg up, little key out. Notice when I landed, my right leg stayed bent and off of the floor. It didn't smack down on the ground. Again, got a little bend in it. This palm slaps. Basically, my upper leg and arm are parallel. So I'm not out this way or crashing on my arm with my leg. Side break fall. So I can do one on one side, pop up. Same thing on the opposite side, side fall. 30 seconds on the clock. Awesome work with a side fall. Next one, forward roll into side break fall. So this is gonna start off just like a forward roll. It's gonna finish in our side break fall position. So again, I can start from kneeling. Whatever foot is posted, so this foot is touching the floor. This knee is posted, this foot's posted, right? So whatever foot is posted, that same foot is gonna post when I'm finished with the break fall, which will be just like this, right? The same foot is going to be connected to the floor. Make a triangle, put it down, tuck your chin, push, forward roll into a side break fall. Again, this foot came down, same time as my hand slapped, finish in my same side break fall position as before. 30 seconds. For demonstration purposes only, I'll go through the turning side fall or aerial fall. Basically, you're gonna do the roll in the air. So I'm not rolling on the floor, I'm gonna roll in the air and I'll finish in the side break fall position. It's important you key up, right? Nice big key up when you hit because there is a big impact on the ground. Ideally, this foot, this hand, my body, all hits down at the same time, right? 30 seconds to think about the turning side fall. Great job with the rolling and falling skills. We're gonna finish out our class with a little bit of a reaction game. One of my favorites just called Ninja Hands. So if I can borrow my super awesome partner, Master Cosby, we're gonna be playing here. So many of you guys have played this. If you don't have a noodle, you can, the old school way was just with your hands, but that can get a little painful. Or you can get something kind of nice and soft that you can use, okay? So she's gonna put the noodle pretty close to my nose. The idea here is that I should be able to pretty easily touch it with my hand. If I'm out here and I can't naturally reach it, I'm just gonna be too far. Now, depending on my skill level, right, I would recommend newer students start with their hands about, I don't know, maybe like belly button high. If you're feeling like you're really good at this, start with your hands on your hips. If maybe you're struggling or your partner has amazing reaction time, you would start right here. The goal is to try to hit the noodle before they pull it out of the way. So I'm gonna try my best not to do any faking. I want it to just be a pure speed versus speed type drill. So if I have my hands on my hips, my goal is to try to swing. If I miss, then I have to swing again. Boom, I'll keep trying to swing. If I do hit it, then I get to hold the noodle for my partner. Good, she hits it. I get to swing again, boom. Good, now just be sure you can trick your partner by talking and then moving. So we'll give you guys a minute or so to have some fun with this one, right? Ninja Hands. Great job in class today, guys. Thank you so much for continuing to work hard and keep getting better. Keep in mind, we are still available for video chats from usually 3 to 4:30 each day. But if you have questions, just feel free to text that karate phone anytime, and we'll reach out to you as quickly as we can. Okay. Also, again, if you want to be in some of these class videos, have your people at home send us an email with the picture that you'd like to use of you working out in class and their permission to put you as a part of the video. So, hope you're having an awesome day. We're looking forward to seeing you in person again soon. But until then, keep training hard. Chariot? Kunyat.